It was adults only, or at least 18 plus throughout the ship. So that was something different than other cruise lines.
I highly recommend it.
We have a listener question here. What were people wearing? Also, what was the vibe of the ship? Party, older or younger?
Justin thought it was funny that people were wearing pajamas on the first day. So they had the red pajama party. People were wearing anything from satin pajamas to lounge pajamas to sequin dresses. You could find any type of attire. As long as you were covered, I don't think they cared.
Yes, I don't think it was all party either, as if you wanted to be part of the party, you had the option to do so, maybe at the upper decks of the ships, going to the later night events. But if you just wanted to go to some of the shows, the eateries, walk around the ship, I don't think there was any problem that people were screaming down hallways.
And I didn't see a lot of old people in wheelchairs trying to get out of the way. I think it was a typical, 30s to maybe early 60s crowd. Everybody was very personable. I met a lot of people that I enjoyed talking to.
Past podcast guest Justin Walter said Holland America is typically the older cruise line. Maybe Carnival was more of the party, younger atmosphere. Yeah, I think this one was mixed.
Yeah, it was really good. I've also done the Viking cruise, and that was definitely an older crowd. This was not an older crowd.
Back to the room and the ship itself, the Wi-Fi was included, but at numerous times it was really, really slow. And at one point, I couldn't even access Google Drive through the Wi-Fi. It was just blocking it. And I think we saw that multiple times. Certain apps, certain sites just wouldn't work. We tried loading our favorite app, Flues, and we couldn't get to the features. Some other apps weren't loading properly. I was trying to complete a flight reservation and I couldn't pick the seating. It was just erroring out. So the base Wi-Fi had a little bit of issues. I ended up upgrading to the premium Wi-Fi, which was $150 for the entire trip. So not so bad, as many other cruise lines would charge 20 or 30 a day. But it seems to be a freemium experience in that sense if you have to pay to access Google Drive or to use certain apps. But overall, the speeds were a little bit better. I was uploading, downloading content for videos for YouTube. And sometimes it would take like 40 or 45 minutes for a 3-minute video file. So,
But I did not upgrade. I kept the basic. I was able to make Wi-Fi calling. I was able to use Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp. I had no issues with what I needed to use the internet for. For someone who's not doing podcasts or uploading, for the regular consumer of Wi-Fi, I think you're fine on the basic.
I started writing articles now for Travelzork with Michael Traeger, and I wanted to submit an article using Google Drive, and I couldn't even upload it. So that was weird. So other people doing work at sea or working on YouTube, you probably have to go with the premium Wi-Fi. But thankfully, there's no situation where you didn't opt into it before, so now you can't get it.
And that was at the beginning of the week. So he had the full week. And the other thing is we could switch devices. So you get one device per
sailor.
Justin needed to use 2 lines at once. He could log into my device, and that was no problem. I would just be locked out. So you could use the other device if you needed to.
It was a bit quirky at times where I was doing things on my laptop and then I wanted to use the mobile phone, but I had to disconnect from the laptop to go to the mobile phone, connect on the mobile phone, and then go back. If I wanted to, say, email myself a picture, I wasn't able to do that with the laptop. I have to register the other device. So there was a little bit of going back and forth, which seems to be odd that they're maybe just trying to get you to pay additional to have an extra device.
But overall, I was very happy with the Wi-Fi.